the report of the Joint Committee, and to adopt the accompanying resolution of both houses. Number 1. As many as are in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye!
As many as are against, please say nay. The ayes have it. On the part of the House of Representatives, the report of the Joint Committee is approved, and resolution of both houses number 1 is adopted.
The Majority Leader of the Senate is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. On the part of the Senate, pursuant to the adopted resolution of both houses number 1, I have the honor to move for the proclamation of the
Duly elected.
duly elected President of the Republic of the Philippines and the duly elected Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines. It was in a blank. It was
Yeah.
blank, Mr. President. I wanted to make sure that one was not ahead of the other. So I was worried about that blank.
I have it.
Thank you, Mr.
Is
President.
there any objection? The chair hears none. On the part of the Senate, I proclaim Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr. as the duly elected President of the Republic of the Philippines. And Sara Zimmerman Duterte as the duly elected Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines.
The Majority Leader of the House of Representatives is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, on the part of the House of Representatives and pursuant to the adopted resolution of both houses, number 1, I have the honor to move for the proclamation of Ferdinand Bongbong Romualdez Marcos as the duly elected President of the Republic of the Philippines and Sara Zimmerman Duterte as the duly elected Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. On the part of the House of Representatives, I proclaim Ferdinand Bongbong Romualdez Marcos Jr. as the duly elected President of the Republic of the Philippines and Sara Zimmerman Duterte Carpio as the duly elected Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines.
We shall now proceed to the approval of the Journal of the Joint Public Session, and for this purpose, the Senate Majority Leader is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. On the part of the Senate, I move that the Honorable Senate President be authorized to approve the Journal of the Joint Public Session and that such approval shall be considered as the action of the Senate of the Philippines.
Any objection? Chair hears none. The motion is approved.
The Majority Leader is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, on the part of the House of Representatives, I move that the Honorable Speaker be authorized to approve the Journal of the Joint Public Session and such approval be considered as the action of the House of Representatives.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
The Senate Secretary is now directed to turn over the consolidation and canvassing system, the machine, and return all the ballot boxes as well as all the pouches containing the certificates of canvass and election returns to the Commission on Elections. So directed.
President, on the
Majority
part of the
Leader.
Senate, I move that we designate the members of the Senate panel for the Joint Committee as members of the Notification Committee.
If there is no objection, the chair appoints the members or designates the members of the Senate panel of the Joint Committee as designated members of the Notification Committee.
Mr. Speaker, on the part of the House of Representatives, I move to designate the members of the House panel of the Joint Committee as members of the Notification Committee.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The members of the House panel of the Joint Committee are designated as members of the Notification Committee.
Mr. President,
Yes, go ahead, Majority Leader.
on the part of the Senate, I move to suspend the joint public session to notify the duly elected President and Vice President of the proclamation and invite them to the rostrum.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The motion is approved. On the part of the Senate, the joint public session is suspended.
Mr. Speaker, on the part of the House of Representatives, I move to suspend the joint public session to notify the duly elected President and Vice President of their proclamation and invite them to the rostrum.
Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. On the part of the House of Representatives, the joint public session is suspended.
The official proclamation
SMC,
of
San
President-elect
Miguel Corporation.
Bongbong Marcos
Bisag
and
unsang
Vice
industriya ang
President-elect
sudlan
Sara
niini,
Duterte.
tinguha
That
sa
was
SMC
Congress
ang
convening at the
pag-uswag
National Board
o
of
paglambo
Canvassers
sa
in a
mga
joint
Pilipino.
public session.
Karon,
Making the
gikan sa
proclamation,
SMC.
they
Aniya
suspended
na
the session for a few
ang
minutes
SMC
to wait for
Davao
both
Cement.
officials to
SMC
go inside
Davao
the plenary
Cement.
hall for the
Gama sa
official,
Davao,
the usual
para sa Mindanao.
action where we see the official
SMC
proclamation,
Davao
where we see the
Cement.
Senate President and
Ato
House
ni
Speaker
Bay,
raising hands
SMC.
of the winning
San Miguel
the winning candidates.
Corporation.
The proclamation
Bisag
was
unsang
of course
industriya
contained
ang sudlan
in a joint
niini,
committee report
tinguha sa SMC
approved
ang pag-uswag
and
o
in a joint
paglambo sa mga
resolution
Pilipino.
adopted by
Karon,
both
gikan
houses
sa
of Congress
SMC.
in a joint
Aniya na
public
ang
session.
SMC Davao Cement.
Thank you for watching our coverage.
SMC
Newsnight
Davao
is up
Cement.
next. I'm
Gama
Ruth
sa
Cabal.
Davao, para sa Mindanao. SMC Davao Cement. Ato ni Bay.
RPN DXKT 1071 sa dial sa inyong mga radyo.